We're just having a wonderful day there, you guys. Let me tell you, or let me show you how wonderful of an afternoon after work I'm having. I didn't do that. I should not be able to do that. I should not be able... No. Windows. I don't know if it's going to be an easy fix or not. I really don't. I'm sure that I just watched a video of some guy on YouTube like taking this whole thing. You know what? I probably should unlock the door. Haha! Keys. What did we ever do before electronic unlock? You know, remote unlock things. 2 times. You gotta do it 2 times. Anyways. But yeah, I watched a guy showed how to take this entire thing off. But I think something's broken inside. Because I dropped it. Went to go put it up. Heard something crack. So this is what we have. Just gonna sit in here for a sec. I gotta tell you, that was one of 2 things. I got about a few miles out from where I work, and a whole slew of cars piled up. I assume because I got off at a weird time. There's like school traffic. It's like a school bus or something. You know, totally fine. Hey, that happens. So I'm fine with that. But nobody moved, and nobody still didn't move. Something happened. Was near enough to, close enough to whoever was in front to find out what happened. I'm assuming there's an accident. Waited, good minute or 2. And I turned around, went the sort of longer way, all the way down here, knowing full well that this thing was just hanging in the balance right there. I'm not worried. I think what I'm most concerned about is we're sort of in a nature-ish spot. I get up fairly early in the morning. It's dark outside. There's critters all around here. Cat. That's what I think I'm most concerned about. I don't have anything against cats per se, but I know they roam around here. Because I've seen it on the front porch when it gets really cold, and it's about to get cold again in the next few days. And I just have this feeling some party's gonna happen in here if I don't figure out how to get this thing, closed. Or at least, partitioned off. That's what I'm most afraid of. Some cat's gonna wander into here and just make, nest in the little cardboard stuff I got over there in the bags, and, there's really not that much in here, but, you know what I mean. I know I don't, anyone who watched the video last week, you kind of know that my car is not in the most pristine condition. I haven't cleaned it very much. I'm just trying to get into the phase of life where I'm taking care of more of those little things. But there's so much going on, it's a lot harder than it seems to manage all this stuff, and I don't even have all that much compared to some people to manage. But still, I'm trying to add little things here and there, just and then little things like this that just kind of want to get you really irritated and frustrated. Or how about the fact that today, for some unknown reason, I've been pretty good about this for a while. I drank 2 Monsters. Why? Why would I do that? I didn't really need to. I didn't have a super long day. It was actually a fairly easygoing day for the most part. You know what I mean? It wasn't that bad. But for some reason, I felt the need to do that. And I suppose maybe it was in preparation for at least me sitting in the car, whining and complaining that my power window, which by the way, this is my first and only car that I've actually bought into. I got on my own. And it was the first car I've ever driven, that was mine, of 2 cars, mind you. I had a small little car that I love that we gave to a family friend, which lasted a good long while up until something just happened with that car. And I have to wonder, what's going on? Because that car's been trucking along for them great, perfectly fine for the most part. I mean, to what they told me it was fine. And that something happens with it, and something happens with this. This is minor, by the way. I still need to get it taken to do oil change and stuff, but it's just kind of I'm not complaining about having power windows, you know what I mean? The fact that I can press the button here, or I can press the button up there, and raise and lower. I didn't have that in that little car. I didn't really need it. But here it helps vent the windows. I had to like crank and reach my hand if it got really hot, and just to roll the back window down. I just was starting to think, I'm just barely getting ahead, money-wise, just a hair. Frustrated. I'm just kind of frustrated about the little things sort of adding up. You know, I should take my car in to get it fixed. I get it cleaned afterwards. But now I gotta add another thing to the list. And yeah, because it's a tough thing to try and do. I talk about this in the podcast, My Strange Podcast. I talked a little bit about it because it's a tough thing to try to cram it into a pretty much a full work week schedule to do this stuff on it. And I really would much rather spend time working and figuring these kind of things out and doing these videos and music and all this stuff, and you know, daily as sort of my work. You know, I don't know. I'll get there. I think I'm most surprised that I'm not really that annoyed by this. Like, it'll be all right. So there you go. Maybe a little less. So just, you know, stuff like this is gonna happen. This is not the worst thing in the world. There's worse things happen. People's car engines have exploded in mid-drive, I'm sure. So, you know, it's all right. That's it for now. I will probably talk to you a little bit more, maybe not. If not, I will see you next video, next Creative Void video next Friday.